Hello everyone, my name is David Perez. I was assigned Module 6 for this application presentation, and for that I chose to do my presentation on the bifurcation point. Now the text defines a bifurcation point as a critical point in a conversation where what one says next will affect the unfolding pattern of the interaction and potentially take it in a different direction. Bifurcate itself means to divide into two branches or parts, so in simple terms, it's the point in a conversation where what is said next will dictate where and how the conversation goes. Now, the example that I'm using is one from my professional life. It's a story that I've actually used it for years. Happened, let's say, about 9 years ago or so, 9-10 years ago. And I use it all the time for job interviews because it sticks out in my mind that much, basically. Now, anybody who's done customer service, anybody who's worked in retail, restaurants, things like that, knows how difficult it can be to deal with people. The guy in the story is pretty much known as being one of those pains in the butt type of people that, yeah, will complain about every little thing that is almost never happy. Okay, so started when I was personal training at Gold's Gym. Just got started. So yeah, let's say about 8 years ago. Actually, I'm sorry. I was helping out at the front desk. It was a weekend evening. We're pretty much closed. Everyone's already gone home. There's just a couple of us staff members that are still there. So I'm just hanging out at the front desk, just kind of killing some time. Now the guy comes out from the locker room. He's irate. He's upset. It's kind of hard to understand, but he comes out literally yelling, literally making a big scene. And, I start talking to him, hey, what's going on? Anything I could do to help? So he finally hands me a bottle. It's a bottle of chemicals, basically. He says that the cleaning crew came in early. They're using these hazardous chemicals. It says that they're pretty much hazardous for people to breathe in. And I guess the cleaning crew didn't care or didn't know, potentially. I'm not entirely sure, but like I said, they were cleaning the locker room before the gym even closed. So basically, like I said, once I got him to calm down, he's going crazy. He's all over the place and asking me what I'm going to do. Now at this point, there's two different routes I could take. So the bifurcation point is me taking one of two routes in this conversation. One, I could blow him off and pretty much tell him it's not my problem. I'm not working the front desk. I'm not a manager. I don't really need to deal with him and his attitude. Or two, I can be apologetic. I can try and calm him down as best as possible and go from there. Now, the problem is if I had gone route one, most likely I lead to upsetting him even more, probably get fired, which wouldn't be a good thing, and just a slew of other, things that could have gone wrong in that. But thankfully, like I said, I took the second option, calmed him down, followed up with my management the next day, went and talked to the cleaning crew themselves, had them stop, cleaning, basically told them they couldn't be doing things like that while people were in there. Can't have people breathing hazardous chemicals. And yeah, like I said, after I followed up with the management, everything was cool. He went home, he did his own thing. Cool thing about that was the next day when I saw him again, he actually came up and apologized. So yeah, I actually ended up turning that situation around because of that. Okay, so now that I've discussed the experience, I'll make some inferences that I learned. First thing that I learned, this happens all the time. Bifurcation point is everywhere, any situation basically. Just because people are irrational. Emotions play a big part. We're not always the wisest in making decisions, and we can fly by the seat of our pants sometimes. Now that I've made some inferences, I'll show how this can be transferred into other situations in life. It can literally be used in any situation. Anything from a roommate discussion that could go wrong to talking to friends, family, coworkers, anyone really. So it happens all over, it happens all the time, it's all around us. So it's pretty much unavoidable. In conclusion, the bifurcation point happens all the time. Best thing we can do is be aware of it, realize just how much of an effect the turning point in a conversation can actually have, and try to always take the best route possible. So Thank you.